Hello children, most welcome to all of you. In this video lecture, I am with a new topic for you, and that topic is coordination compound. And in coordination compounds, I want to discuss with you one very important theory called crystal field theory or CFT theory. And I want to brief you that there are two theories are given. One is called valence bond theory and second theory is called crystal field theory. So I think you have no problem in valence bond theory, and latest theory or this is the main theory concerned to coordination compound is a crystal field theory, and that theory was first of all given by Bethe and Van Vleck. This crystal field theory was first of all given by Bethe. This one, Bethe is the name, Bethe and Van Vleck. So in this topic we are going to learn about what are the rules or what are the postulates of CFT or crystal field theory. So in order to know about CFT, first of all I want to brief you some points concerned to coordination compounds. So as the name, coordination compounds are also called complex compounds, and complex compound are complex ions. As you are knowing, complex compounds or complex ions are what? They are electrically charged species carrying either positive or negative charge, which are surrounded by central metal atom, and the central metal atoms are also surrounded by a definite groups or a definite molecules called ligands. And that structure which is written in the form of as such. Suppose we are writing CONH3 whole 6 and Cl3. So this showing a complex ion or a complex compound or a coordination compound. And one thing you should know that in this very compound or in this very coordination compound, the main characteristic is that they never dissociate in aqueous solution. They never dissociate into its simpler ions in aqueous solution. And this is the main difference between a double salt and a complex compound or a complex salt. Means double salts get dissociates into simpler ion in aqueous solution, while these complex compounds or complex salts doesn't dissociate in aqueous solution in their simpler ion. Alright? In this example, children, some more points I would like to brief you that what information is provided by this very compound or this very structure, or what are the main points which you have to know during this CFT theory. So in this, children, this you usually living cobalt CO. So in this CO is known as a central metal atom. Must remember, in this example CO is a central metal atom. This NH3 is termed as a ligands. This NH3 is termed as a ligand, and this number 6 is called coordination number, and the species which is written in a square bracket, and this square bracket is called coordination sphere or coordination entity. This one, coordination sphere or coordination entity. So this sphere in which central metal atom and ligands are kept is called coordination sphere or that is central entity, and this is called as cation or anion. So here it is anionic species. Okay, so keeping all these points in knowledge, now we are going to know what are the main rules or main postulates of crystal field theory. So keeping all these points in mind, now we are in position to explain the rules or postulates of crystal field theory. And by knowing the postulates or by knowing the rules of CFT, we will be in position to know many things about a complex or coordination compound, including what will be its structure, what will be its geometry, what will be its energy, and what will be its field strength. Means the ligands will be of weak field or will be of a strong field, and that is also easier to determine the crystal field splitting energy. One more point, this theory you will know that what is crystal field splitting energy, and by knowing these points or by knowing these postulates or rules of CFT, we will be in position to explain clearly about a complex or coordinate compound. So come on the main topic, rules or postulates of crystal field theory. So listen to them sincerely. The first rule of this theory states that, listen, the first rule or first postulate of crystal field theory states that the bonding between central metal atom and ligand is purely electrostatic, and in this ligands are considered as a point charges in the case of anions. Okay, now come on the second postulate. The 5d orbitals, listen, the 5d orbitals in an isolated gaseous atom or ion have the same energy, and these d orbitals which having same energy are called degenerate orbitals. Are called degenerate orbitals. Okay. Third rule states that what is the statement of third rule? Third rule states that when ligands approach to the central metal atom, then the electrons of central metal atom and those of ligands repel each other, and due to which the d orbital gets splits into two sets, and these sets are called T2G and EG. T2G and EG, these two sets of energies are gets splits by d orbital, and these two sets are called T2G and EG, and this splitting is called crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting. Okay, so must remember this is a very important point. And fourth rule of this CFT is what? These rules are very essential, very important. If you are knowing these rules, then you will be in position to understand the facts of CFT. Otherwise, all the hard work will go in net. So try to remember first rules, then you will be in position to explain the point clearly. Next point or next rule is what? The difference between the energies of these d orbitals. Listen, the difference in the energies of these d orbitals, that is energies of T2G and EG, are called crystal field, splitting energy, called crystal field splitting energy, and its magnitude is a arbitrary and is denoted generally by delta. And its value is taken as 10 dq. Must remember, its value is taken as 10 dq, and dq is nothing, it is the unit of CFSE, crystal field splitting energy, and it is generally denoted by delta. And in the case of octahedral structure or octahedral complex, it is denoted as del O or del 0, that is showing octahedral complex. If it is written as del T, it is showing tetrahedral complex. So this is the means. Next rule, the stability of the complex ion or complex compound or coordination compound is determined on the basis of crystal field splitting energy, and its magnitude depends upon the nature and the number of ligands as well as the geometry of the complex. Must remember, children, fifth rule statement was what? That is, the stability of the complex ion is depends upon CFSE, and its magnitude is depends upon the nature and the number of ligands as well as the geometry of the complex. And last rule states that, what is the last rule? Last rule of this CFT states that this theory completely rules out the covalent character in complex compound. Means the covalent character is completely ruled out by the CFT theory. So keeping all these rules in mind, now we are in position to explain the correct and clear geometry or structure or CFSE of a complex compound. One more thing, children, I want to discuss in the same, that is, what is spectrochemical series. Just listen, one more important point, spectrochemical series. This is also very essential to know that how you will distinguish between a strong field and a weak field. So, what is spectrochemical series? Listen, the spectrochemical series of coordination compound can be defined as the series which is the arrangement of ligands. Listen, which is the arrangement of ligands in the order of increasing crystal field splitting energy or in the order of increasing field strength. Listen once more. Spectrochemical series of a coordination compound or complex compound is the arrangement of ligands in the order of increasing field strength or in the order of increasing crystal field splitting energy is called spectrochemical series, and the increasing order of spectrochemical series can be represented as. So must remember, I going to write the order of spectrochemical series of ligands in an increasing order. So iodide minus, then Br minus, then SCl minus. This is iodide, this is bromide, this is called thiocyanide, then that is Cl minus, this is Cl minus, then sulfide ion, then that is fluoride ion, and then that is hydroxide ion, then that is oxalate ion, and then that is H2O, and then that is ammonia NH3, then that is EDTA. What is EDTA? That is a ethylene diamine tetraacetate. I will discuss you later. This is a very complex compound. EDTA means ethylene diamine tetraacetate is a EDTA. And next is what is? That is this is children. This is not NH3, sorry. This is NO3 minus. This is a nitrate. And then after EDTA ammonia comes NH3 and then EN. One more new point is coming. Ethylene EN is what? So EN is nothing. It is a amino compound and it is chemically ethylene diamine. I will tell you later. And formula is this one, CH twice NH2. Okay? Ethylene diamine CH3 twice NH2, CH2 twice NH2 is a EN. And next ligand is that is Cn minus and last is CO, that is carbonate. So children, this is the order of spectrochemical series in increasing order of crystal field splitting energy. In this order of crystal field splitting energy, one thing you have to notice here that those ligands which are written in this increasing order of ligands, those ligands which are just after water means H2O, they are considered as a strong field ligand. Strong field ligands. Must remember, including water, those which are after water are called strong field ligands, and those which are before water means from iodide to oxalate are called weak field ligands. And here the meaning of strong field and weak field means those ligands which having larger value of crystal field splitting energy means the value of delta is larger, then they are considered as a strong field, and the value of delta is least or less considered as a weak field ligand. So children, this is all about crystal field theory. In coordination compound, must know the rules and postulates, and including this spectrochemical series. And in next upcoming lecture, I will in detail describe you how crystal field splitting energy is written and how in the form of T2G and EG the electronic configuration of complex compound can be written. So this is all about CFT. All the best. Thank you very much. Have a tremendous day.